Elliot Granger, a weary novelist, ran his hand through his unkempt hair as he reread the last page he had written. The thrum of the rain outside was the only sound until a sudden chill swept the room, making the lamp's flame waver. Elliot's eyes darted to the far corner, where the shadows seemed to thicken, swirling with unnatural density. He rubbed his eyes, convinced it was just exhaustion, but the hairs on his neck prickled. The figure stepped forward, boots silent on the wooden floor. Elliot's breath caught as recognition dawned. This was Malachi Voss, the cunning villain from his own horror trilogy. Malachi Voss's lips curled into a bitter smile, and he lifted one gloved hand, as if testing his newfound solidity.
Did you think you could torment me endlessly on the page and never face the consequences, Elliot?
Elliot forced himself to stand tall, though his voice trembled.
You're not real. You're just words, ink, and imagination.
Malachi Voss stalked closer, trailing inky footprints across the rug.
You gave me life with every cruel twist, every betrayal. Now I am as real as your guilt.
Malachi Voss's voice took on a venomous edge.
Rewrite my fate, Elliot. Undo the torment you so gleefully devised, or I will turn your own nightmares against you.
Elliot stared at his trembling hands, the pen feeling heavier than ever.
If I change your story, what happens to the world I've built?
Malachi leaned in, shadows licking at Elliot's sleeve.
That is your burden to bear, Creator.
Elliot frantically scrawled new lines onto a blank page, each word feeling like a plea for mercy. Malachi watched with folded arms, a cruel satisfaction in his eyes.
What if I write you a redemption?
Malachi's smile faltered, uncertainty flickering over his face.
Try and you will see how deep the ink truly runs.
Exhausted, Elliot gazed at the final page, unsure if he had succeeded in changing Malachi's fate or merely delayed his own. The villain's form faded with the dying shadows, leaving behind only a faint scent of ink and a single cryptic sentence scrawled in unfamiliar handwriting across the desk. Stories never truly end. As the sunlight grew stronger, Elliot realized his creations would always linger, waiting for the next word, the next twist, the next reckoning.